Hey everyone and welcome back to our channel. We're Dos Cavazos and this is My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 23.
So the last episode ended off with Shigaraki knocking down Ridestro's tower, and it looks like we're about to have an epic battle.
It feels like Shigaraki is definitely changing as a leader, and I'm excited to see like how he develops through this because, and also like just to see all of them are kind of advancing in their quirks a little bit, like, you know, leveling up. And I feel like a lot of that really does have to do with the amount that they've been fighting Gigantomachia and just practicing, and they're just, I mean, they're evolving. I guess it's like in true to the theme of like they're liberating their quirks, but it's not necessarily in the way that the Liberation Army wants them to. I mean, they kind of do, but, you know, not for the purpose that they want. So that's obviously why they're trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, and speaking of Gigantomachia, he's probably going to make his appearance here pretty soon, I'd imagine. I feel like he's going to throw a monkey wrench into the Liberation Army's plan. But I'm also just really curious to see, like, you know, after this battle, like, what happens next? Does Shigaraki and the League of Villains take over the Liberation Army? I keep thinking that's what's going to end up happening, but I don't know why the Liberation Army would, like, follow them necessarily, you know, if he were able to beat Ridestro. But, I mean, it's not like it wouldn't be the first time that's something like that happened, because we saw, like, you know, when Dabi and Toga joined them, it was after the whole, like, Hero Killer Stain thing. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe he can pull that off twice, I'm not sure. Alright, well, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our Patreon if you want to watch our full-length reactions.
We also do have a second channel called Dos Cavazos IRL, where we do vlogs and other things like that, and if you want to check that out, the link's down below.
Alright, let's jump into this episode. Okay, patrons, starting in 3, 2, 1...
Toga, you've changed. Teenagers are terrifying.
Oh.
I never even thought about something like that.
What a smart way to do that.
I don't know if I trust Dabi's plastic surgeon.
Left him with some scars.
Yeah. I feel like they botched that one.
What was I gonna say?
I didn't realize that, you know, Toga was, like, that seriously injured. Like, I thought she was just going to be able to bounce back pretty quick.
I didn't think that Twice could do stuff like that, but I never thought, like, to do that. Like, you know.
Like, when I make a clone, I could do take the clone's blood.
I'm so curious if Twice, like, the clones are on the same, like, brain wavelength as the original, if that makes sense. Like, do they remember the, like, what the clone saw? Like, if your clone, like, went to the other room, would you know what your clone saw?
I feel like it's whatever you saw up to that point, you know? Like, I don't know if it's, like,
I don't think that they, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe there is some sort of weird, like, connection. You know what I mean, though? Like, if you made a clone of, like, Shigaraki, would the real Shigaraki remember the clone's memories? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're, like, their own person. This song's grown on me. At first I was like, man, but now I'm like, jam, bop.
Still not one of my favorites. I like Polaris, and it was like season 3 and season 4. It was like the arc when they were fighting Overhaul, and then the arc when All For One and All Might fought. What the fuck was that?
Trumpet.
In sight. Oh shit. So you gave everyone a power boost. Time to level up.
Oh, you
gosh.
leave our lizard person alone.
All right.
What the heck? Was that a ballet? Oh! Oh gosh! Spinner? You can't just go out like that. By Spikes McGee?
Aw.
Oh no! Oh, Stain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
no,
feel like he's gonna die.
Spinner.
All right.
Oh my gosh, he's massive.
Destro who went big. He's all tired. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Don't. What are you gonna do?
Where's Gigantomachia?
Shh. Oh!
It's like the freaking Hulk.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Where's Gigantomachia? He's gonna have to show up.
Oh, his hand. Or his. What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So he, like, blocked all this out?
Yeah. He said it, All For One said his grandma's hands too, so that's Nana's hands.
Unless it's a different grandma.
Yeah. Oh, shit!
He did it with 2, right? Or was it all gone? Were they all wrapped, or was that just...
This is gonna spread?
Okay, yeah, so it was... Oh my gosh.
His mom.
He's scratching. It's like a stress. Okay, so what's he gonna be able to do? But he wasn't there yet.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Liberation.
Oh, his hands all
fingers.
jacked up.
Oh my gosh, what is that ball of death? Says Dad.
Wait, okay, this grandma maybe.
Yeah. Different grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. What else?
What? Getting
There's
a
gotta
call?
There!
Oh,
Get the monkey
yeah.
up!
Nah. He's massive! Titan. Gosh. Oh, his foot. Oh, okay. And it didn't
Do it.
take him out.
Him. Did he touch him again? Oh, shit!
Oh! Tell us. Oh. What?
I wonder if it's because his mom is
It's
Nana.
Nana. Oh, what are you scratching? Little corgi. So he was a late bloomer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was gonna kill his mom.
Oh. Oh, poor thing. Oh.
Aww. Is he gonna accidentally kill his mom here? Because of his mom.
Mm. Oh, he just constantly got told no. What a contrast from Deku.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh. Oh, they didn't. So they didn't know.
Yeah. No. Aww. Oh, he reminded me of Deku when he was crying there. Corey.
So did she die before this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's activating. Oh no. She blamed it on him.
Is this what's gonna happen right now? Is he gonna accidentally kill his whole family?
Oh. Oh, poor thing. Oh my gosh. All for finding a picture. Oh gosh. All for one. So he was... Oh my gosh. So he like took it out on him because he was upset about her. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Poor thing.
Is he accidentally gonna kill a dog?
Ah!
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
my
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Look at more. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Oh my gosh.
He didn't know. Nobody was helping him and...
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he didn't know. Oh my gosh, he didn't know it was him. But he can't do it to himself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
He did it then, where it spread.
But he like suppressed it. Oh, she was still going to him. Oh. As she was...
Oh my gosh. And then the father.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is freaking dark.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That was so fucking dark. That's the darkest I've ever seen My Hero get. Like, that was pretty fucking intense.
Gosh.
Damn. So it wasn't All for One who did it. Like, that was my suspicion that maybe, like, you know, that he had orchestrated it and that's just, like, what he told him and maybe he, like, suppressed it. No, he did suppress it, but...
suppressed it probably because of, like...
I mean, trauma. Like, yeah.
But then also he kind of liked it at the same time. But I feel like that had a lot to do with just,
how
like...
his upbringing.
Yeah, that it kind of created that, like, nature versus nurture, you know? Like, if he would have just been, like... coached through the quirk, or like, okay, these are like, okay, we're just gonna keep monitoring you, you might, you know, instead of like, no, you can't be a hero, blah blah blah, you know, because like there's other kids that have kind of dangerous quirks that have been like, you know, differently brought up. So
I mean, Eri. I mean, Eri. Well, that's a bad example because. But I was just like saying dangerous quirks, you know.
Right.
But obviously, like, she didn't become like a villain. She was just being used.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just sad. Yeah. And they would show a freaking dog get killed first.
I know, and then the puddle of blood I thought was the worst.
And then the sister, and then they showed it, like, oh my gosh, like for everybody they showed like pieces of body. I can't even, ugh.
That was the most intense My Hero episode we've ever seen. It was the most brutal. It was also one of the most sad. Like, that was just tragic to watch.
Yeah.
And you said it there in the, like when we were watching the outro, but it's really sad that, you know, that quirk manifested at that time, but also because of the environment he was raised in, it was just constant, like, tormenting him, almost like, you can't be a hero, you can't be a hero,
yeah,
you
and then,
can't
like,
be a hero.
I hit you, and then, like, you know, yeah, like, no one was there for him, and then the sister who he thought was there for him,
But she was a kid,
she
too.
was a kid, so it's not like she was doing, she just didn't want to get in trouble, but, like, you know, when you're on the other end of it, you don't see things that way, like, especially when he was, like, the younger kid, and it's just really sad, because it's, like, if he would have had his grandma, like Nana, she probably would have been there to help him through the quirk and, like, actually been there. But obviously she had to deal with All for One, and I'm assuming she had died before this even happened.
Yeah, I want to get more into that. Like, you never really got, like, the full details about how Nana died. So I really, I imagine it was fighting All for One at some point in time. And it was probably when she sent that, or gave that letter to her son, Shigaraki's dad, and then she took off. But I want to get more into that. But I feel like, you know, that could be another way, too. Because I guessed several episodes ago that, you know, when we found out that it was, you know, his family's hands, that it was actually All for One that possibly killed, like, his family and then just kind of, like, told him, like, you did it. But obviously I was wrong. But I feel like, you know, having Nana away from the family, too, kind of planted that seed of resentment in the son, and then eventually made its way all the way down to Shigaraki.
Like, he was mad at his mom, but took it out on his family, especially his son. Yeah. And it just, it was a really horrible situation, and he was just raised in a really horrible environment that caused, not that it caused this because it was his quirk that manifested and then, but like I said, it's like the nature versus nurture thing. Like, if he would have been brought up in a different environment, he probably wouldn't have had done this because he would have had the proper, like, avenues to learn how to use his quirk and, you know, stuff like that. And it's just really sad. Like, that was, like, a really intense episode. Getting
more into the present time, Shigaraki is freaking fighting on another level than what we've seen Shigaraki fight before, which is interesting that when we kind of revert back to, like, you know, when his quirk manifested, he was almost kind of doing some of the stuff that he's doing now, but he hadn't done up until the point that we've seen him. But, you know, that was, like, you know, the trauma and everything else that was going on there, where it was kind of like spreading, like, he touched the ground and he killed, like, his mom and his grandparents. So he's doing a lot of stuff like that. He's putting up a pretty decent fight against Redestro, but Gigantomachia is about to show up too. I feel like that's really going to help him, and I feel like, you know, they're going to win. I feel like they're going to beat Redestro, and I feel like that's how they're going to take over the Liberation Army, but that's just my opinion.
Also, I'm curious, because I know that, like, All for One, you know, found him and kind of took him in. I'm curious how that went, like, you know, more in detail after that, like, because obviously he found solace in All for One, who, like, kind of understood him, I guess, but then again kind of turned him more villainous than anything. And he already had, like, that seed of, like destruction, and, like, that's how he stopped itching and, like, stopped his stress, you know. So I'm just kind of curious, like, how he brought him up in a different way and, like, how that changed him as well.
I feel like I feel like he was monitoring, like, this family, because it's just convenient. Yes, very convenient timing that he just happens to show up after, like, the family.
And it was Nana's family, so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Like, I mean, it's just All for One beyond just, like, you know, possibly killing Nana. Like, there was something I feel like he had planned to have someone in the family, maybe it was just Shigaraki, like, you know, eventually be used for him. I have a feeling like it wasn't just very convenient. Like, okay, like Nana's grandson just killed, like, his whole family. Now I'm going to take him under my wing and make him my, like, apprentice.
Do you think he gave him a quirk? Because, you know, he, like, gives
that would be interesting, but also, like, how and when that would have happened.
Yeah, I don't know, because doesn't he have to, like, be there physically to give it the...
Well, maybe he had an interaction with him at some point in time, and he gave him that fucking, like,
that's my
crazy-ass quirk.
Maybe he gave him a quirk to, you know,
knowing
destroy
that,
the
like,
family.
knowing that there was already resentment by Nana's son to Nana, and kind of probably, if he was monitoring the family, knowing that whole dynamic there, and then just so happened to be like, ooh, I bestowed this, like, decay on you.
I mean, that's my theory, but, you know, maybe it was
I mean, that would be pretty freaking wild. And, like, I think that'd be, like, a really interesting way to kind of tie it into as to how All for One was also involved.
Right.
Because it just feels like he has to have more involvement than just walking up on Nana's family, like, years later.
All right, well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon if you want to watch our full-length reactions. We upload them over there. The link's down in the description below.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.